Yesterday, well, I'm gonna start off saying good morning, you all. I hope you guys' day is going as God's plan. I hope you guys are blessed on today, and I hope someone can get something from this message. But yesterday, I kept hearing the Holy Spirit tell me, do you not know what they have done? Do you not know what they have done? And I'm just like, yeah, I know what they did. But it just kept replaying, do you not know what they have done? And I tried to word it a different way, like, do they not know what they did? Like, but God said that what they did, they are about to reap it. And for the ones that won't stop, and it's people not stopping because they like, oh yeah, it's too late for me to redeem myself, so I might as well keep going until I perish. Like, that's exactly what's about to happen. Like, they're about to perish. God is done playing with these people, like coming against his people. Like, they went overboard. They didn't just do anything little, no. They went overboard to the max, to the extreme, and they just will not stop, no matter what. They were too prideful, and they was too concentrated on trying to defeat a person that's not going to be defeated. But they got so wrapped up into it that they ended up, basically like selling their souls, giving themselves over completely to the devil. And whole time, the same devil that y'all was running the plan with, he's about to flip on y'all because the assignment was not completed. It was not fulfilled. Like, y'all didn't do it how he wanted it done. And a couple months ago, God gave me a revelation of how the enemy even came to them. Oh yeah, this one, I need you to go after this one. Go after this one. And then they dingy heads, they're going to sit up there and listen. And once they did it, they started like being fascinated by it. Like, it became a fascination to them. Like, oh, I like this. I like seeing this happen. I like seeing this person suffer. They get joy. They got joy out of it. But joy comes from the Lord, baby. And if you ain't within the Lord, then you're definitely going to reap something other than joy. It definitely won't be joy, but it'll be hell. But God was showing me how the enemy had came and creeped in at the times when it started getting too intense. Because if you notice, over the years and course of our lives, like, it was one period of time when they would start attacking you. And that was for them to try to hide everything that they were doing. Try to be secretive about it. But over the years, you also started catching on, like, why around this time these things start happening? Like, for me, during the winter times, like, my business could be flourishing all year long during winter, but every time it was like my money just kept disappearing. Last year, like, it was like literally like my taxes just disappeared, and I'm like, hold on, I just got this and I only paid my bills once, and I didn't do anything else with it. I took my kids to go play at a park and stuff, but I didn't blow my money at all. So where's my money? And then after that, it's like everything started going, like, it just started slipping away. And I'm like, this isn't right, because I was just okay. Literally just okay. And then everything just started disappearing. Like, it normally happened during the Christmas times, which I know, the winter solstice. So, I was recognizing that pattern. But once it became to be like around the time when God told me to isolate from my family and to get away from them, and that message was so severe, like, I didn't even play with God about that. Like, I went around one more time, I believe, and after that, I was done. It was over for. Because I'm like, okay, it took for, like, my uncle to pass away, and my grandma just started giving me, like, creep vibes and stuff. And it's like the way everybody, like, was just looking at me like, And I'm like, why y'all acting weird for? But it went hand to hand with what God was telling me to do. Get away from them. And it was the warning was so loud that it was like, these people are after you, like, after you. So I ended up getting away, and things just started really revealing itself even the more. God really started putting them on blast, the real loud, real bold, like, he was not about to let me sit and question, wonder, no nothing. Like, every time I asked God, like, why, God, this hurt? Like, what happened? Like, what's going on? He started revealing to me. It was stuff that I don't even remember from my childhood that God started revealing to me and exposing to me. People, like, showing how my uncle, like, I used to always say, why is my uncle, like, isolated so much? Like, why don't he mess with the family? Like, we don't ever hear from him. It's like he worked for the CIA or something. And God showed me that. Then God showed me my family member that's addicted on drugs and stuff. Like, they're the reason for this. These members are the reason for this. And they started telling on themselves when I isolated, because they all kept saying the same thing. Like, and it was never no apology. It was just them, we haven't done nothing but help you and those kids. Like, who was those kids, and what type of help did y'all offer me? Because y'all could have kept it, because it wasn't no help. If y'all helped me, then y'all would have been helping me for real. I can recall that in my memory. If y'all helped me for real, I wouldn't have been begging y'all to help me with my kids from the first place. Just spending time with them as that, not any other type of help. So it was just that. And then my grandmother sent a message. I don't know why you're not talking to me. The one that tried to manipulate me my whole life. I don't know why you're not talking to me. I haven't done nothing but help you and those kids. Even when you had a CPS case and you lied to them, I was this, that, and the third. Even when you lied on your father about touching you, I was still there for you. Like, hold on, lady. That day, she almost got a response. But the Holy Spirit said, don't do it. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm not going to respond, because they're not about to provoke me. You're not about to put anything on me that is not true. And you're not about to call me a liar. But thank God for growth. Thank God for God. Thank God for the Holy Spirit. Thank God for elevation. Thank God for that isolation, because I would have never known, and I would have kept falling back in the same cycles until they eventually trapped me. But God said no. So I'm like, okay, lady, cool. I didn't respond to her. I blocked her. Because guess what? God told me right after that, let her talk. She going to come back. She going to be the same one to come back and start telling the truth. The truth is going to come out of their mouths. Not nobody else's, their mouths. They're going to be telling on each other. So I'm like, okay, God, you got it. So I let it happen. I blocked her, and I kept on moving with my life, because I don't have time. Like, the warfare, the things that they're doing is so intense. Like, it's bad. Like, if you that evil, shame on you. But I don't think it's going to turn me, shake me, or shift me, baby. I'm learning so much during this process, and God has been holding me and carrying me up. And God been telling me this whole time, like, the difference is, well, he said, the Holy Spirit told me that they're going to go through the same things, the very things that they're doing to you. They're going to go through the same things. Only thing is, I was walking with you. You were walking with me. I held you up. They not going to have nobody to hold them up. Because the devil going to leave them high and dry, because they done failed the mission. So just imagine having to go through something that we barely would have survived on our own. Had God not been on our side, we wouldn't have made it. We wouldn't have made it at all. Now imagine having to go through something for nothing, because y'all didn't have a reason to do what y'all did. It was no reason. It's never going to be a thought in my mind that's going to process, oh, let me come after them because they're trying to break free of something that we're used to, for something that's embedded in our bloodline. I'll never come to that. If anything, I want to be the one to make the change. I want to be the one to make the difference for the better, not for the worse. Why allow so much suffering to go on when it could have been stopped? Why? I don't get it, but it's not for me to get. It's not for me to understand. God been telling me that so many times, and I'm not going to. That's not my place. I don't want it to be my place. Whatever God tell me to do, that's what's going to be done. But when I say God kept showing me a graveyard, the very grave that they thought that we was going to be in, a lot of people are gone. Like, they're done for. It's over for them. Like, it's no more repenting, no more coming back. Oh, Lord, please show me mercy. God doesn't have any more mercy, any more grace for these people at all. He extended that to them already. He gave them so many chances. If y'all think about it, it's been more intense now because it's coming to the light. But over the years, do you not know? I'm 31 years old. I've been dealing with stuff since I can recall, since I first started remembering things. I've been afflicted. So just imagine all that time that God gave these people to stop what they were doing, because whole time it's been coming from them. It's been coming from my family members. And along the road, it's been people that I came across in life. But that hasn't been as long as what these other people were doing. And it don't matter if it was the family that's been doing it for that long or people that you met yesterday. God is coming to show his wrath upon the people. Those very ones who came up against you for no reason. Those very ones who tried to overlook you. Those very ones who tried to make you feel something other than what you were. Those very ones that didn't want to open up their mouths to show you any kind of respect or mistreat you or, be kind to you or help you. Those very ones that knew to do the right thing and they still chose to do it their own way. God ain't looking at my past. God ain't looking at your past. People be so busy trying to point out sin, but they don't want to point out that they failed to follow instructions led by God. They want to point out sin, but they don't want to call it their own disobedience to the Lord. That's worse than sinning, if you ask me. That's worse than sinning. And it's crazy because I was watching, I put my kids to sleep watching Bible stories, and what's her name? Rahab, the prostitute. She was a prostitute and everybody judged her off of her prostitution or whatever. But Israel had been received the warning from God for a long time to stop what they were doing, and they didn't listen. So what happened? The spies came. And guess what? That very prostitute that everybody was talking down on, overlooking, she was used. She followed God's instruction. She was obedient. She was obedient. Out of all those people there, she was the only one obedient. She hit those, and her life was spared. Her and her family's lives. God wasn't looking at her prostitution. He was looking at her obedience. God wasn't looking at her sin. He was looking at her obedience. He was checking her heart place. Like, yeah, I know she's in the world, but her heart is still dwelling in me. That's what God checks. So all y'all people and y'all pastors out here calling out this, that, and the third. Oh, you sin this, you do this, you do that. That's not how God said to lead. That's not how God said to preach. That's not what God told y'all to do. Check yourself before you wreck yourself.